Hello YouTube. In last video, you probably remember me trying to get these bolts off right here. And as you can see, I got it off with my terminal around it. My dad actually had to come out here and help me with the help of 2 wrenches. Leverage is so powerful. Here she is. Now, I accidentally just cut out the video, so I'm going to try to explain this best I can. I simply just got this going under everything, under the hoses, because you see my belt is right there, and also right here. So I cannot have that touching, which it looks like if it's right here, yeah, I can't really get to the belt. And now, I'm going to take it, this is the same wire right here, I'm going to attach it to the chassis ground with the other chassis ground. Now, one thing to note, that is the engine block grounding still. So, should still work. Usually, they make their own, like the stock ground. It goes to the engine block somewhere throughout in this chassis, or it is attached to the alternator, to the chassis, whatever. It's in a circle. And while I have this engine ground bolted to the same chassis as the battery, it doesn't matter. I just am using this because there's no other place. So I'm going to screw. Another thing to note, I am not removing any of my stock wires. You see, that's my power wire, my ground wire. It's all still going to be there. I'm just adding on these wires. So I'm going to add these 2 lugs right here with that one to this, and I'll see you then. So you can see the hole right here, and I also need a flashlight for this because it's kind of being difficult with me. Got her in. Sorry you guys aren't going to be able to see, but you're going to see what it looks like after. Get it started. Okay. So here we are. We got all of them grounded. This looks a little bad. I think that's still on there though. That's still crimped on. Oh no. Yeah guys, that is still crimped on there. So now I have to tighten this sucker back on, and I'll be back when I have that. Alright guys, we got that tightened down like a mother trucker. We have it trailing under here. Oh, where is it? Man, it's all the way tucked under there. Oh, it's right here. And then trailed to the chassis with another ground. These 2 will go together on this ground. After, we need to take the alternator post to the positive post with this one. So we're gonna look right here. See that? I think it's a 14. I'm gonna try the 15. No. Over here to our handy dandy tools. Grab the maybe a 13, guys, because it's over there. And yes, our 13 fits, so I'm gonna loosen this just like that. And eventually I'm gonna take that all the way off, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, we have our power wire connected to the post of our alternator here. Now it was a little tricky because you see 2 bolts there. I started loosening it, and it was actually loosening that one on the bottom there. So I had to use 2 wrenches, yeah, so I could properly do that without taking off the whole little thing to the alternator. I don't know exactly what that is. Something would have came off though. So our last step, second to last step before, well, last step before connecting back our ground. Let me zoom out, geez. We are going to have this trail a little bit better under here and attach it to our positive post. Now, I wish I had a stand and everything so you guys could see me do this, but I can't use 2 hands. I can't flip my camera over, so I have to just pause it, and then basically it's like this. So you got the wire, and you got it there, and then it's like, boom. So, now, our last step is to take this ground and that ground, plug her on in, and we're going to see if it gives us a bigger voltage. Okay, we officially have the Big 3 upgrade hooked up. We have 1, the power source getting upgraded to charge our battery more. 2nd, bigger ground for our battery. I mean, just in case anything went wrong. I don't know exactly. I should have looked this up before I started recording it. 3rd one is our engine block. So our car circuit can actually continue being its circuit with the same size of wire throughout the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna put up my tools. Open up the garage. See if this baby works. Boom. And we are going to take this. Make sure it's the power wire, not the ground wire. Hold on, guys, I'm scared. We are getting 14.5 volts for a stock alternator. Oh my goodness. I was just going at 12. And with my car running, it may stay at a good 13. But 14.5 volts, guys. And, well, there you have it. That is the Big 3 upgrade. I'm glad I've finally been able to do this. If you need more explanation or whatever, just drop it in the comments. I live in Illinois, and I am willing to help anyone out there with their car electricity. I am now getting 14 volts off of my stock alternator. I'm going to be bumping louder than ever. I simply have 4-gauge wire. Now, for your sizes of wire, 4-gauge can typically handle up to max current through this wire, about 2,000 watts. And I have a 3,000 watt amplifier with a 2,000 watt max subwoofer. Now, you probably ask, how does that even work? How are you not blowing up your sub? Especially, how are you not going to blow up your sub with this new Big 3 upgrade? Well, I have my amp wired to 4 ohms, so it is now a 1,500 watt RMS instead of 3,000. Now, it's much healthier for the subwoofer. And my other help is this wire. Only so much power can go through this wire. If I had fat 0-gauge like this going to the amplifier, it wouldn't even matter if it was wired to 4 ohms, because it would be given that full 1,500 watts RMS. But since I have this 4-gauge hooked up, it's going to go up to 2,000 and stop. It's not going to give any more power. It can't. But there you go, guys. Ground to the chassis. The only thing I'm really worried about is that right there. That does not look... I should have flipped that lug over. But it's still connected. It just looks crappy because of how tightly crimped it is. I mean, I don't know, guys. That looks kind of scary. I mean, because you can see the end of the terminal is so little thin compared to that fat wire. I don't even know how many wires even in there. But I will make more videos about this. And hey, next video is going to be me bumping with this big 3 upgrade. So I hope you've enjoyed. Goodbye!